You're right, folks, and welcome back. Sorry, it's been a hot minute. I got sidetracked. The time-lost proto-drake is indeed very true to its nature, and I lost a lot of time looking for the bloody thing. But that's done now, so I am free to return to other things without a constant nagging twitch in the back of my mind because I abandoned the hunt before it was complete. Anyway, on with the show. As of recording, the PTR has just been updated with a pre-patch, so we can now get a better look at how things are going to operate from next week. And one of the big things up to now that people have been curious about has been the currency conversion and how it will work and, you know, all of that malarkey. Well, at long last, we have the official info on the matter as Blizzard have finally put out a post detailing the conversion rates for Kata Classic, so it's no longer just speculating based on numbers past. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below as always, but a quick rundown. One Frost or Triumph badge will equate to 11.58 Justice points, meaning you'll need 346 badges to reach Justice cap come pre-patch, which isn't actually all that much or hard, so yeah, bloody wonderful. Other Wrath badges convert to gold at a rate of 5.5 gold per badge, and badges of Justice from TBC convert at a rate of 1.83 gold per badge. Honor conversion is a little bit more complicated and not as uniform. Wintergrass marks will net you the most honor at a rate of 19.08 per mark, with Venture coins and other battleground marks following with a rate of 3 honor or just shy of that per converted currency, and Old honor converting at a rate of 0.024 per point of new honor. So yeah, again, I'll leave a link below to the post if you want to have a look yourself, but we have the metrics now, speculation no more, and it's also worth noting that there will not be a soft cap period this time round. For those that don't know, in the original Transition of Kata, there was a period of time you could go over the 4k cap for Justice or Honor. If you were over this cap, you could not then earn any more of that currency until you had spent the excess. Any remaining excess when the game went live was converted to gold. This time round, any badges that you have that go over the amount required for cap will just be converted to gold off the bat. However, there is either a severe typo in the post, which, given their recent attempts at communication, is likely, or they've put a colossal stupid tax on excess badge conversion. So, to quote the post as it's written as of this recording, please note that Justice points will only be awarded up to the cap of 4,000 points. Any emblems of Triumph or Frost beyond that will be converted to gold at a rate of 47 silver per emblem. This differs slightly from original Cataclysm, during which the conversion was 47 silver and 50 copper per point. So what does this waffle mean to the layman then? Well, if we are to take the post as it's worded, that means any excess badges of Frost or Triumph will be converted to gold at a rate of 47 silver per badge, which is a joke. If we take a look at the other badges, they're converted to gold at a rate of 5.5 per badge. So again, if we are to take this as written, you are better off waiting until the night before your region server resets and downgrading any excess badges to lower variants because it will yield a hell of a lot more gold. Failing to do so is just shooting yourself in the foot with a very big gun. But if we look at the section where it says in original Kata the conversion was 47 silver and 50 copper per point, it would make more sense if this was the case in Classic. And if you take the number of 47 and times that by the amount of Justice points you'll get per badge conversion, that'll give you 5 gold and 44 silver per badge. This makes, again, much more sense and is likely to be the case. It's slightly less than if you were to convert them to a lower form of badge, but it's not nearly as bad as the first part would suggest. But the reason I'm mentioning this and not just letting it be and dismissing it as a simple typo or just incorrect information is that Kata Classic is arguably the worst designed Classic expansion thus far. Now, I'm not shitting on the content or the raids or Kata as an entity. I love Cataclysm, but I'm talking about how it's been glued together this time round and how some of the changes have been implemented or how poor the testing has been. Just, you know, shite I've covered in fair depth on my channel thus far. If you even take a cursory glance at Cata on the beta or the PTR right now, it's still a bloody mess. A lot of stuff is missing or has been gutted, reasonable changes you'd expect haven't happened, or even in some cases, aspects of the game that saw an update in this expansion haven't even been touched yet. An example of this right now is Hunter Stables. They have not yet been updated to their Cata form, which is actually quite a big deal for the old Legolas enthusiasts out there. Again, that is just an example, there are others, but you get my point. Cata Classic has either been very lazily designed, or is the result of severe incompetence from the team working on it. And I know an argument people like to throw my way is that, oh, they've got their own internal build that's way ahead of what we see. Alright, yeah, fair enough, but we are a literal matter of days away from the pre-patch, and if what we are experiencing on both of their active testing environments for this expansion is not indicative of their final product, why the hell even put those builds up in the first place if in 5 days it's going to launch and be completely different? So what does this have to do with the conversion rates, you waffling moron? Well, basically it just wouldn't surprise me if this post isn't incorrect, and what we do get is in fact 47 silver apiece for excess badges of Frost or Triumph. If they amend the post, great, happy days, but if not, my advice to you all is to reach the 346 cap with Frost, Triumph or both, and then downgrade any excess badges you have to Conquest or Valor or whatnot, because that is guaranteed to reward you the most amount of gold. And even if the conversion is similar to how it was back in the day, where it's 47 silver per point of justice, I'd still recommend downgrading anyway, just to be safe, because I really don't trust Blizzard to not pull out a very big rogering stick to screw us all with. But having said all of that, what if you don't have enough badges for cap? Say you're just a little bit shy. Maybe you went on a bit of a badge spending spree literally the night before they announced the pre-patch, like I did, and you're probably going to be a few short. Well, fear not. ICC and other content that would have previously rewarded badges, your daily dungeon, weekly, etc., will now reward justice points instead. So over the 3 weeks or so of pre-patch, you can still earn the currency to hit cap. Now, it won't be masses, the daily dungeon only rewards something like 34. But again, if you're short only a handful, or it's an ult that will become a main and you haven't had much time to get badges in preparation for the pre-patch, you can still get a little something before the expansion launches in full. And for those curious if the Heroic Plus currencies, Sidereal Essences and Defiler Scourge Stones are affected by the conversion, they are not. They will not be converted into anything. They just remain as is. So if you've got any lying around doing now, buy some Sarah Knights or something. Flog them. You probably won't get much, but even if you get 100 gold from them, it's better than them just sitting around in your inventory doing bugger all. And you also won't be able to buy any Cata items in advance, so Justice Point gear or Honor gear will require you meet the minimum level, which in this instance will be 85. So if there were any folk out there expecting to hit cap when it converts, buy an item or two, farm more currency in the pre-patch, buy more shit, and basically be at a pretty nice advantage by the time you hit level 85, no such luck, friends. You'll hit your cap, and that is that. Anyway, that is me for now. I'm officially back to making videos and not hunting down poxy dragons in the Storm Peaks. Seriously, I hyperfixated on that bloody mount and have spent the last week just sat staring at multiple screens, waiting for the damn thing to spawn. Luckily, I got lucky, so my time can be spent more productively again. But do let me know your own thoughts down below, if you're so kind to like, sub, share with your pals and so on. That'll be grand. Have a good one, folks. Bye for now.